Okay, so welcome to Electrical Machine Lab. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about the computation and calculation of losses and efficiency for three-phase induction motor by constructing the circle diagram. So by constructing circle diagram, this is the indirect method of testing. We can call as an indirect method of testing because only the no load data and block rotor data is sufficient to determine or to predict the different losses in the machine. So in the previous lecture, we discussed some part of the this one, that is construction of circle diagram. So now we'll continue to the construction of circle diagram and their calculation. So in the last lecture, we discussed that there are three data is available from no load test. V0 is on the rated voltage, I0 is the no load current, and W0 is going to the power consumed by the motor to overcome the windage and frictional losses and iron losses at no load condition. Whereas by the block rotor test, the reduced voltage is going to apply over the motor till it circulate the full load stator current. So the ISC is the full load current and WSC, as it is a reduced voltage. So whatever the power consumed by the motor is because of the copper losses in stator winding and rotor winding. Now from these three it is possible to calculate the no load power factor angle and short circuit power factor angle or block rotor power factor angle. Similarly, the short circuit current at reduced voltage, it is going to calculate at the rated voltage. So short circuit current at N, in N stand for the normal voltage. So ISC is equal to ISC into V rated divided by VSC. So it gives the short circuit current under rated voltage condition. Similarly, the power under the reduced voltage. So this power under rated voltage or normal voltage is going to calculate WSC multiplied by V rated upon VSC bracket square, since the copper losses are square of current. Now by choosing the proper scale for the current, 1 centimeter is equal to say 5 ampere or 2.5 ampere as per the data given, and the space available for to draw the circle diagram. No load current is converted into centimeters. Similarly, the short circuit current at normal voltage, it is going to convert into the it's a equivalent length in centimeter. So this is the voltage V1, and first we have drawn the no load current I0. This is the current. This current is I0. This current is I0, and this I0 is plotted at an angle of, this angle is equal to, this angle is equal to theta 0. Similarly, phi SC is the angle here, phi SC, and here the short circuit current at normal voltage is going to, so this is the centimeter in centimeter, short circuit current in centimeter. Say the point A point and O dash point is joined. This line is the output line. Okay. Now find the center of this line, OA line, by bisection method, and draw the tangent to that center of the line. Somewhere it will cut this axis, say C point C. Now C is the center. Take the distance C to A or C to O dash and draw half circle. So if the half circle is correct, definitely it is going to touch at point A as well as O. Now this is the half circle. Now draw from A to the parallel to the y-axis and give the name ABF. Now location of point H. The location of point H is depend upon if the rotor copper losses is equal to the stator copper loss, then these two lines AB is divided into the equal part. Whereas if it is given that the rotor stator copper losses are 60%, then total length multiplied by 60% is the stator copper loss and upper is the rotor copper loss. So as per the data given, now we will give the name as a torque line. So this is the output line, this is the torque line. Now determine the power scale. Power scale is nothing but short circuit power at normal voltage. Short circuit power WSCN divided by length AB is nothing but the or length AF also be okay. So this length AB or AF, this is the power scale. It can be found by the so it is converted into the watt per centimeters. Okay. Now location of point S and P. If we know the output of motor get converted into the centimeter, that is output power divided by the power scale, it is going to it will give the centimeter power in centimeter. So now extend the point AB line, and as per the given centimeter, as per the calculated centimeter, and draw the parallel line to the output line. Somewhere it will cut to the point circle, half circle. Say this point is P. So this P is the operating point. Now, if you join this from origin to P, so this length is nothing but the full load current. Okay, so we will do the calculation one by one. First of all, we will try to draw the circle diagram. Or the second method, if the full load current is given, instead of a power output is not given to the motor, whereas the full load current is given, so convert full load current into the centimeter as per the current scale of the here, which already we have selected. Now take the distance and draw a arc, and that point is nothing but the P. Or now P is extended in parallel with the output line, so it will give the output power. So the output power location S or P can be determined either by output power given or by the full load current is given. So this is the way to construct the circle diagram. Now we will discuss the calculation from the circle diagram. So now this is our circle diagram which we have already drawn. Now this point, say this point is A, this point is A, this point is A, sorry, this point is S. So S is the output. So S to A will be same from P to R, isn't it? So we can say that rated output or rated output is equal to length PR. So this is from P to Q is this point is there. Okay, P, this is P, Q, R, S, T, U. Okay, so up to the output line. So this is the it is equal to length P to output line. This is the meaning. Okay, so output, rated output. So the power output or rated power output is equal to length PR multiplied by power scale. So just by multiplying the power scale, that power scale it is in the kilowatt per centimeter. So this length in centimeter get cancelled, and you are getting the this one. Say for example, the output power length is say 3 centimeter, and the power is 1 centimeter is equal to 750 watt. So it is 750 multiplied by 350. So it is equal to 22 kilowatt, isn't it? So by this way, output of the motor is 22 kilowatt. Okay. Now similarly, the distance between A to H, which is subtended in this region. So length, which one? It is RS is equal to full load rotor CU loss. Definitely it is in 0.3 centimeter or 0.2 centimeter multiplied by power scale. So rotor copper losses. Similarly, length S to T, which is in the region of stator copper loss. So it is a full load stator CU loss. Okay. Similarly, length ST to U, it is the constant losses. definitely it is multiplied by the power scale. Okay. Now length P to U is nothing but motor input. Therefore, efficiency of motor is equal to motor output divided by motor input and multiplied by 100. So here the motor output is nothing but length PR divided by length PU into 100 is the motor efficiency. Now once we know the this one, so this is the rotor copper loss. So we can say that length PS is equal to the rotor input. So as you know the copper losses, you know the rotor input. Therefore, rotor CU loss is equal to S into rotor input. So slip we can find as slip is equal to rotor copper loss, which is equal to R to S, length RS divided by length rotor input is PS. So we can define the value of slip. Once the slip we come to know, so speed of motor is equal to NS1 minus S. So we can calculate the slip of speed of motor. Now this length from the origin to the P is nothing but the full load current. So the full load current is equal to length OP is the full load current. Similarly, the angle, this angle theta is the full load power factor angle, and hence the power factor cos theta is the power factor of motor. So by this way, we can calculate all parameters related to the three-phase induction motor only by from the no load test and block rotor test. Okay, so in this way, any type of data can be used for this. Definitely, that is the no load test and block rotor test is used for this one. Now, one more thing is that if you want to calculate the torque, so the length P2 up to the torque line. So here I will write as a torque. Torque is equal to length P2 torque line up to S. So P to S multiplied by the power scale is equal to the torque in synchronous watt. So it is not in Newton meter, whereas it is in synchronous watt. So we can calculate. Similarly, the maximum torque is the, if you take the distance, if you take the center of torque line, this is the center of torque line. If you are getting the center of torque line and drawing the 90 degree with the torque line, say this is the 90 degree with the torque line. Okay, so the intersection of circle and the center, the line passing from the center and making tangent to the torque line, if you draw the line from circle to the torque line, so this distance is nothing but the maximum torque. So this is nothing but the maximum torque. So so by this way, maximum torque can be calculated with the help of the circle diagram. Now I try to say this is our we started our discussion from the construction of circle diagram. Okay, so it needed the no load test and block rotor test. So this is your block rotor test and a no load test and block rotor test. No load test is V0, I0, W0, whereas the block rotor test is VSC and ISC, that is the rated. Here voltage is rated, here current is rated. And from this one, here the say it is calculated phi 0 or theta 0 is calculated, theta SC is calculated. is an angle in degree both. Now calculate the short circuit current at a normal voltage. So ISN or ISCN, ISC into V rated upon VSC, just we have discussed. Similarly, the power at rated voltage has been calculated. Select the proper scale for the current as a current scale. Now choose the length of the no load current and choose similarly the length of short circuit current. So here it is y-axis and this x-axis. No load current is drawn first. It is and from the tip of the no load current parallel to the x-axis line is there, and whereas the short circuit current at an angle of phi SC and no load current at an angle of theta 0, it is plotted, and that point is nothing but the point A. Now this line O to O dash line is the output line. Take the center of the line bisection method. Whenever it whenever it will connect say intersect this line. Now C is the center. Take the distance from C to A or C to O dash and draw half circle. Now once half circle has been drawn, so this is the half circle you have drawn, this one. Now this line is called as an output line. Okay. Now point A, draw a parallel line to the y-axis line till the end of this line. So this AHF, AHB, F point is there, where the location of H is depend upon if the stator copper losses is equal to the rotor copper losses, then H will be the center. Otherwise, H will be as per the given data. Now location of point S and P. If you know the output of the motor, output of motor can be converted into centimeter, output in centimeter. Extend the line AB, which is equal to the output line. So this is the rated output. And from point S, draw a parallel line to the output line. So it will intersect at circle, half circle at point P. So P now is the operating point to calculate the different parameter of the induction motor. Join P to the origin O. So this length O to P is the full load current, and angle which is subtended between y-axis and P is nothing but the full load power factor angle. So now here location of point H is defined as if the copper losses, if the rotor copper losses is equal to stator copper losses at standstill, H will be the center. Otherwise, as per the given relation. So power scale is equal to short circuit power at rated voltage. Short circuit power WSC divided by length AB is the full load current. Is equal to the length, and it will give the power scale. Okay. Now location of point and S and P, which I have discussed, where length AS, which is the length AS. See here, this is the length. This is the point A to S is the output. So it is output, whatever the output is given in the numerical or from the nameplate, it can convert it into the centimeter. Okay. Or either you can locate the point P if the full load current is given on the nameplate or in the numericals. Now calculation. Length OP is the full load current. Just we have considered. So length OP multiplied by the current scale, it will convert it into the total value of current in ampere. Similarly, phi is the full load power factor angle. So here power factor angle multiplied by theta, cos of theta is nothing but the full load power factor. Okay. Similarly, the length PQ is the full load output in centimeter. Output centimeter multiplied by the current scale, multiplied by the power scale, it is get converted into the full load power output in kilowatt or watt. QR is the full load copper losses, which is subtended in between the QR. This is the Q to R is the copper losses, where R to S, length R to S, where R to S is the stator copper losses, full load copper losses R to T. Okay, R to T is the full load copper losses in stator, and Q to R is the full load copper losses in rotor. Now length T to U is the constant losses, that is iron plus rotational losses are there. Length PR, P to R is the rotor input. From this rotor input divided by rotor copper losses divided by rotor input, we can calculate the slip, and from the slip it is possible to calculate speed of the motor. Similarly, the efficiency. So P to output line, this is your output line. P to Q is the output line, is the output power, where P to U is the total input of the motor. So here the total input of the motor is PU. So hence it is possible to calculate the copper losses. It is possible to calculate the efficiency of the motor. So this is the way to calculate induction, calculate the say what we can say that it is the efficiency and losses in the three-phase induction motor with the help of circle diagram. So you will find some numerical based on this topic also. Try to do some numerical. Say for example, this is the numerical. A 415 volt 29.84 kilowatt 50 hertz delta connected induction motor gave the following data. Now no load test is given 415. See here, the output of the rated voltage of the motor is 415. So under no load condition, 415 volt is going to apply over the three-phase induction motor under no load condition. The no load current is 21 ampere and the no load power consumed by the motor is 1250 watt. Whereas on the block rotor test, a reduced voltage has been applied is equal to only 100 volt. It is going to apply only 100 volt. Whereas the full load current is 45 ampere and 2730 watt is there. Construct the circle diagram and find a full load current, power factor, maximum torque. Assume stator and copper losses are equal at standstill. It means that the point H will be the center of the line. Okay. Now the power factor at no load condition theta 0 is nothing but if suppose we write in the way. Okay, so if you calculate this one, so 1250 1250 watt divided by root 3 multiplied by 415 into 21, so it will give the power factor angle 84. So theta 0 is higher, nearly to the 90 degree, and whereas the phi SC short circuit power factor angle is 69. Now calculate the current at normal voltage. At rated voltage, at normal, at reduced voltage, the current is 45 ampere. Reduced voltage at 45 ampere, whereas at such condition, short circuit current at normal voltage is equal to 45 multiplied by 405 divided by 100. 100 is the voltage at which 45 ampere is going to flow. So now 186 is the short circuit current if this test is conducted on rated voltage. It is the meaning. It means that if the short circuit is taken on the 415 volt, 186 ampere is going to flow in the stator circuit. Similarly, the power under rated condition is PSC into power at reduced voltage multiplied by 415, that is the rated voltage, divided by the short circuit voltage bracket square, since the copper losses is the square of current. So this is the power under short circuit condition. Now here 1 centimeter is taken as a 10 ampere. So the no load current become 2.05 centimeter, and this current, short circuit current, which is 186, is become 18.6 centimeter. So the power scale here it is calculated. So it is 1 centimeter is equal to 7,343 watt. Okay. So how it will be? So first of all, we'll go to the circle diagram, then it is possible. So here you can see okay. So here the no load current is equal to 2 centimeter, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 ampere. So 2 centimeter at an angle of 84 degree, and this line is drawn. Okay, and now the short circuit current is 186, 18.6 centimeter. By joining this O dash and A is the output line. Draw the find out the center of output line by bisection method and draw half circle. So this half circle is going to touch at point A as well as from O. Okay. Now as the motor output is given, motor. Now length A to B, say this point is B and this point is H. So power, total power divided power at normal voltage divided by length AB is the power scale. Okay. So here so power scale, length of AF, power output of the motor is given. Power output of the motor is given 4700. So here how much is the power output in the numerical itself? Yes, 29.84 kilowatt is the motor output. So output of motor 29,840 is the output divided by power scale. Power scale is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 7,343 watt. So AS, that is the location of point S. So 29,840 divided by 7,343. So 4.06 centimeter is the output power, isn't it? And from the point S, if you draw the parallel line to the output line, it will give the operating point P. Now, once the operating point, we get operating point, it is quite possible to calculate the full load output current, length of the power factor, length of the output line O to P, multiplied by the current scale. So it becomes 59 ampere is the current. And as it is a delta connected, because our calculation is always based on per phase basis. So therefore, by multiplying the √3, it is the full load current drawn by the supply system. Okay. Similarly, the power factor we can calculate, slip we can calculate by the in this way, which we have already discussed, and hence the efficiency of the motor can be found by this way. So this is the say calculation of efficiency and losses in case of three-phase induction motor by constructing the circle diagram.